hoping that this is a start for a collaboration, long-term collaboration, as we have mentioned, not future partnership. I'm sure there is lots of opportunities we can do together. Okay, to our club. Thank you. Okay.
So
You don't have card or anything that wants communicate with you, or can write to us.
you can write out, we will also give you a card.
When you finish,
Yes,
I'll
but we will
practice.
first introduce
Yeah, please.
ourselves.
Yes.
Yes, جاهز جاهز قلت. Okay. قاعد أصور ترى.
Go ahead.
This is social empowerment for voluntary action. Basically, in short form, we call it as SEVA, Nashik. Registered organization.
Sevana.
SEVA.
SEVA.
Social empowerment for voluntary action.
Empowerment
For voluntary.
for
Voluntary action.
voluntary. Oh, nice.
So this is the short form of SEVA.
Okay, yeah.
Ours is a registered organization with the government of Maharashtra. It's a registered organization. He is Mr. Advocate Rajpal Singh Shinde. He is the president of our
The name is,
organization.
the first name?
Rajpal Singh Shinde.
So, Raj, call you Raj?
Rajpal.
Yeah.
Rajpal.
Rajpal Singh Shinde.
Okay.
He is president.
Okay.
I am also working with him. Myself, Advocate Vijay Katare.
Katari.
Katare. K-A-T-A-R-E.
K-A-T-A-R-E.
A-R-E.
Katari.
Katare.
So, you are Qatari and Bahrain. You know Qatar?
Yes, I know. She is Mrs. Charushila Wad. She is working with
What's
her.
the name I call you?
Charushila.
Charo.
Charu.
Charo.
She is working as mobilizer with our institute. And Babu.
You have social workers within the group? She work?
Yes. Mobilizer. She is working for social work. She is doing social work only. So that is a post in our organization.
No, but he's covering at least.
Yes. So
You can explain to us what you do.
yes, actually, Seva is working with on waste pickers, basically. Waste pickers.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Unorganized sector.
Waste pickers and unorganized sector.
Yes, I know.
Unorganized.
Yeah, directly.
Yes.
Not through mediators. You are.
No, direct.
This is a ground-based organization.
Yes, very good. That's what we're looking for.
You are working with
We are also, we like to work directly with the people. That's what we were telling our mentor here. And the more we reach the field, and we want to engage yours with you.
Okay.
So they can help you. Okay, so we'll be like monitoring them instead of you doing the work.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
before 2011,
Right.
we are trade union.
You are?
We were trade union.
There you go.
Yes.
Then after we are registered with this SEVA.
Oh.
We are working as a trade union in an unorganized sector
Yes.
2008.
in 2008.
Yes.
And then we registered it as a this
Of
organization, NGO.
Okay. You can keep it in the table, sister.
Okay.
Easier for you.
And from last 5 years,
Yeah.
we are working with waste pickers in Nashik. Basically, all
So
of
you
them.
have receivers available in different areas or cities in
Yes,
Maharashtra?
yes.
Not only Nashik.
No, only Nashik.
Nashik,
Only Nashik.
Only Nashik.
urban areas.
Urban area.
Urban poor. We are working with the urban poor.
Right.
In 10 slum of waste pickers and 19 slum in domestic work.
Okay.
We are working also in domestic workers.
In 19 domestic areas.
Domestic, urban areas.
Urban areas, yes.
Urban. We are working only with urban poor.
Urban. Okay. But you are located in different. You collect from 19 places or what?
No. Actual 19 places is 19 slums
19 slums.
Yes.
Okay.
in Nashik city.
Yes.
And in every slum there are some population of
Waste
women
pickers.
who are working as a domestic worker. And out of them some are waste pickers.
Yes.
Basically they are from they all are from oppressed class. So we are working with both of them. But our basic work is based on, maximum work is based on waste speakers.
Yes.
Is you can
So
say.
you can say, we can say you are the mediator between the waste picker and the suppliers or the companies.
No.
You do your own.
Waste picker, it is a one volunteer job.
Right.
They are going everywhere and pick up the waste
Yes.
and selling and
Segregating. Yeah.
and selling. These people are not employed by NMC.
I know.
Huh?
I know, but I mean after they collect the waste, they bring it for you here paper.
No, not
They
for
bring for you
us.
plastic. Not here.
No, not for us.
Not for you.
Not for us. Actually, they are doing that job, but we are thinking that that they should not collect the waste because it is the responsibility of the government.
Local government as well as state as well as central government.
Then why should my waste should be picked up by any other human being? So we are trying to get them means alternative livelihood.
Okay.
Means we are
Alternative jobs.
Alternative livelihood for waste picker and
Waste
waste
picker.
pickers they are next generation also.
Alternative.
We can't want to
Livelihood.
Okay, livelihood. Means other jobs.
Yes. Apart from waste picking, apart from waste picking,
Yes.
what we can give them? Because if they are working as a waste picker now, so actually their children are not going to study further.
Right.
They are also going to get in that business only.
Right.
So it is that will be running for a very long time. So we are thinking that they should get some alternative livelihood.
Right.
Waste picking is not their job,
Right.
but they don't have any option for their livelihood, so they are picking the waste of other people.
Okay. That's all. Should we now start?
Yes.
What do you want to say? Anything more that you are missing? What are you studying? Are you studying their cases?
नो आप क्या करते हो उनका जो केस है ना वो आप कुछ अभ्यास करते हैं
सर आईडी कार्ड
She is working with SHG women. The waste picker, we are established SHG, self-help group of the waste picker women.
Okay, self-help group, yes.
And he is joined to the local board, local government.
Yes.
Or we are telling the government that these people are doing your job.
Okay. By the way,
This is a responsibility.
about the self-help group, because we've been hearing a lot about repeated, the name is repeated. So maybe you can explain to us what's their role in the government. Are they having power in the government? The self-help group, maybe later. What they represent
गवर्नमेंट का तो कुछ पावर नहीं है
for self-help groups.
This is self-help.
Yes.
And we are demanding to and telling to the local government of Nashik area,
Yes.
municipal corporation, these people are doing your job. We are mediator. Give them identity. Then central government launch Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Then after state government is also one part of the implementation agency. Then after local government are getting central government fund for Swachh Bharat Abhiyan or municipal solid waste management. And we are telling the corporation, this is your responsibility, but these people are waste picking for ourselves.
I think the point is clear. First of all, I'd like to thank you for accepting us here and also the opportunity that's given to us by our host, Bosch and his team and so on. Your business is about creating influence on the government. Okay? Using indirectly pressure on the government through these self-help groups and so on. Okay? Indirect political influence or legal influence. Our business is, we call it influencing without power. Okay, So let me explain to you.
तुमचं लक्षात आलं का?
You understand English or no? Okay.
गवर्नमेंट के हाथ में एक्चुअल पावर होता है, बराबर है, अपने हाथ में कुछ पावर नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी हम लोग ऐसे कुछ काम करते हैं और काम करना चाहते हैं जिसमें एक्चुअली जो पावर सेंट्रिक है उसको हम लोग थोड़ा इन्फ्लुएंस करें.
So what you are doing, continue what you are doing. Very good, great job. Okay. Let us also help you taking another path, another highway. You are working in a certain highway. Okay. We'll show you our mindset, how we work. Okay. And the mindset can change for lots of things, and you can maybe achieve even more. We don't claim. Let us try. We don't claim that we'll do everything. Give us a chance to help you. Okay. We don't have any hidden agenda. Okay? We are people, or we are thinkers. Okay. So we'll not give money, okay, directly, but we'll give you something to bring for you more livelihood for them, respect, and also for your organization. Okay. And maybe in the future there is possibility for investment, but that will make a return for all of us, and also we can think about it. But let me tell you what we do. We are working in a concept called improving availability. Okay, you know what it means? You are working in availability now. What means? You want to be available for the rights of these women, or okay, which we call them waste pickers, or maybe sometimes men, but I think majority is women. Am I right? Yeah. That you have available for them in front of the government, in front of any needs they have. We are talking about more important availability than for us. Okay. That they right for better livelihood, but not waiting for government to do something or decide. Okay. Let me tell you what we do. Usually the model, unfortunately, for any poverty or humanitarian organization that working with the poor, it's like this. Okay. These are the poor people. These are the middle class. And these are the higher upper, okay? The higher. And they are now increasing. And the government of India is doing a very good job to bring lots of people from poor to lower middle class. Very poor. Few of them, they go to really middle class. Some of them top middle class, and some of them the higher. Okay? And unfortunately, the higher, they have more money, but they are not in quantity. Okay? So these people are suffering of major no quality life. I want you to hear, don't be that busy with the other. These poor, they will not have rights for education, as you said, like for healthcare, like for social welfare system. They will not have even ID, passport. They don't see the future for their children. They have all the problems that we'll talk about. Okay? We usually say to a humanitarian organization, we should work like this. Okay, opposite. Most of your work, your business, is not to help the poor the way you are helping them today. Unfortunately, this is happening even in the Gulf countries. Okay, we have lots of money coming from what we call zakat. You know zakat?
Yes.
Zakat is money they collected in 1/5 of your money, supposed to be, or 2.5% for certain. Yes. But it goes where? It goes for supporting them to eat day to day, to dress. They give them kana, I call it kana related issue. Okay? It will finish. Okay? Or sometimes they help them to build a school or build a well. That's all. But nobody thinks that these poor, they have the right to be entrepreneurs. Okay? And the business of an organization like SIVA is not to help the poor, okay, to be what? To live their day to day.
Yes.
This is a temporary business. See? So this is the model what we did here. We call this a temporary business. Okay, the poor, they need to eat. They don't need our speech now. They need to eat today. Okay? If I go and speak to them, they don't care.
Right.
But you need to create for them the mindset. They will start to see what are the assets they have, what are the wealth they have of this situation, of this bad situation, what are the opportunities in this problem that others cannot have. Okay? Which means, okay, that they will, your business will be, you should measure your performance, not based on how many people you have helped. your performance, how many people have managed to go from very low stages because you are coming to this level, the end of the society, right? They are carrying our waste, okay, which is said it's a business of the government sometimes, okay? But maybe there is an opportunity of the sun. So let's not fight this. Totally fight this. Let's see what are the opportunities of them having access to waste.
Right.
And we are being available to give them how to utilize these waste, how to optimize these waste so that they move to another level.
Right.
Waste, by the way, is a wealth, isn't it? To access waste today, especially you are having what? How many millions middle class going lower middle class? Okay, we're talking about 0.5 billion people. They will be probably in this middle class. You are 1.2 billion, isn't it? About approximately. India, how many billion? Billion people. How many? Total
Population.
population of India. 1300 million, which means 1.3. I was saying 1.2, 1.3 crores. Yes. We are saying this is an opportunity, and when we see will not be for only for Nashik, it will be for all India. If you brought, you thought a different way. Always I tell my friends or yours in this organization, the film of Batman have inspired me. The Batman. You see the film Batman?
Yes.
He make bags for women. Is that right? Disposable. That's the have changed lots of ideas,
Yes.
right? So we might see something a problem, others see it opportunity. The other people they thought he's a crazy man. Let's talk about this. But really waste is a real today. People who are working in waste management, they are getting what? So your business is really improving the waste management. And how they see their opportunities. And they are temporarily going to be helped today. Whether give them food, support, whatever. But in the long run, okay, don't get busy with this now. Do this. So in the long run, don't,
Maybe last time when we want to take the picture.
later when we want to take the picture.
Oh,
Yeah, better. Group photo.
We'll take the group photo.
Group photo. So,
Render.
I want you to hear, guys, because most important for us is that we bring experts from. Okay, so what I'm talking about? Maybe now this what I'm saying is yours. Practical. Okay. Yeah.
That's something to do.
Yes.
What they do, you can just see.
I will hear from them more because I thought they can. But let me tell you how we first we're gonna start this. We will not give you now direct solution. Okay? We want to first assess the situations. How many are, for example, they are getting more waste? Do you know? How many they can produce more waste? How many of them they are managing to sell their waste to in a better value? Okay? And because the waste is different. I talk about plastic, paper related, metal related, and so on. Okay? Especially with this population, by the way, it can be a good source for good business for them and for you as an organization. Okay? How many of them have managed, because from the slums, we have people already in Silicon Valley, they brought Google and Facebook. The managers today of these, they come from the slums of Mumbai, by the way. Okay, so let's, so these are challenges, and we want to manage the challenges.
What he is trying to say, मैंने मुझे बोलो बेटा, अभी आप जैसा काम कर रहे हैं,
Business.
हाँ, उसमें कितना परसेंट लोग हैं, मैंने जैसे कि उन्होंने डायग्राम दिया है, कि अगर हम इस लेवल के लोगों के लिए अपन सेल्फ ग्रुप क्रिएट करते हैं, उसमें ये जो सशक्तिकरण जो है, जो वुमेन्स है, उन्होंने कितना मैंने ये किया है, हाँ, आएगा तुमच्याकडे स्टॅटिस्टिक्स.
And we have, by the way, one of the top world experts in doing these social evaluations. So Dunya, she will work with you, maybe not today, maybe we will work, you can send us your forms. She will organize for you a form that how to evaluate every case you have, okay? Based on waste picking, the value of the waste, the condition of the family, the age of the family, how many children they have. I'm not sure if you have all these details or not. Because these
हम जिसके लिए काम करते हैं ना,
we actually have all
okay.
this.
Okay. So we'll come to hear from you more now. What I wanted to say, your business then should be changed from this empowerment to this empowerment. How we develop these people to be a pull waste pickers. Means they don't take any waste. They take specific waste that we can generate for them through a collaborative or sharing economy. Mediators who can you will be like a forcing group for the mediators. Instead of they take the metal from me or the aluminium, whatever weightage and how many rupees, no, we'll raise the bar. We tell them if you go buy it directly, it costs that much. Okay, same thing for the paper. Now, lots of papers are made from the waste, different types of tissues, paper, and so on. So this is just an example of where our thinking would be. Even we rebrand our goal. I'm talking about your goal, if you want, to help you to achieve this. Because the idea, as you said, first of all, we measure in no more people or coming generation that they will be working for directly taking the waste from others. But they might be working as a mediators for taking specific waste. And by the way, there is lots of rich people, Pakistan, India, the Gulf. Do you know what they are specialized in? One of them we rented for them our land, the industrial area. Okay? They specialize in picking specific thing from the air conditioner, specific metal. They became very rich people. So now this is the idea that we waste pickers, we need them. I will not wait for the government to take this role. Actually, we have opportunity here more than our country. Our country is not allowed, not legal to take the waste of others because they know there is value in this waste. Okay. Okay, and this will make us measure. Our measure is not only to make for them some money for day-to-day activity. Our measure, how many of them will improve their condition by applying certain techniques, certain waste management, waste recycling, waste selling, waste product, waste packaging, okay, repackaging the waste. Okay, this is the idea where we want to reach with you, and this is our project. Maybe this is our area. At least this is the instrument we can work with you on. Okay, because I've seen the fertilizers now when I was going to the toilet. I believe that this is something peanuts compared. This is not the high-end product waste. This is the low-end product waste. To crunch the waste and to make it fertilizers. We need much more than this fertilizer. Now it's available everywhere, and India is very popular in fertilizer. So how much you sell 1 ton? Nothing. But how much you sell 1 ton of paper or package cartoons and these things? It's different. How much you sell 1 ton of metal? If it is aluminium or metal alloy, because now there is demand on metal alloy, the mix of metals, they call it metal alloy. And by that we can really, or glass. Okay. It's a high demand in the world. It's becoming scarce now. The time is becoming more scarce. But studying first, what are the conditions of the families? What are the conditions? Okay, so now I go back to Prof. Koch. You said that you have something extra. Tell us.
So I want to ask one question.
Yes, sir.
What I understood all your
And this, by the way, we didn't come any perceived. We didn't know before we come here what you're doing exactly. But we have done many projects that we diverted the model and made the people, even the humanitarian, after a while, you'll be busy with your life. You dedicate today, tomorrow, one day. You say, I will need this. We have to go, something else. Okay? We want sustainability. And to ensure sustainability, we have to create better outcome for them and for the organization. Yeah, sorry, sir.
So, means actually, what do you expect from us as an organization?
We expect from you to define for us the type of cases that we're working with you. I can see some pictures there.
Yes.
I'm not sure what these pictures are. And then we'll visit with you. We'll make a visit, actual visit. By the way, we are people of faith. We are even though professors, but we are not. And we believe in that we learn from the field, not from the books. Okay. So we are willing to go and live with them, see what they do. Okay, for a day, and see that how they pick where is the collection, how they collect it, what they do with it, how much they are selling it. Okay, evaluate the market, how much is supposed to be sold. If it's not sold directly in the local area, if it's sold in Bombay, does it make a difference? If sold for the metal, I collect, for example, 5 tons of metal alloy or aluminium, and I sell it for the aluminium smelter. Will it make a difference?
Yes.
So that's the idea. We'll improve the transport. We'll invest in something that brings us very quick, we call it small change, but very majorly. We are willing to invest, but we invest where? In certain specific area, very small area. That makes this click.
माने ये जो वेस्ट पिकर का सामान है ना, अगर वो नासिक में बेच के अगर 10 रुपए मिलता है, अगर उनको बॉम्बे में जाके बेच के 2500 मिलता है, तो आपन ने उनको थोड़ा फैसिलिटेट
हाँ
त्यांचा पॉइंट ना
वो
तो आपण काय करू
I'll just give you example.
I think you have very rich information. You are doing very important things. Maybe what we need to do is to have more the data you have. We need to have all the specific data of the groups you have, as I say, their ages, their health, what they are doing. And then you need to have the other data, the data of the waste you are getting. What are the type of waste? Because each of them, no matter if it's plastic or glass, I know each one will be classified differently. So then we can classify things according, so we can make this change that Dr. Muhammadi was saying. We will use some group for some type of waste. This merging that you will do, so you can have the high end. Now you have too much people in a group, and you have too much waste. And maybe you are using the sounds, and that's why you are not classifying how to use it. So that's why you are getting minimum of it. When you do the right matching here without extra work, you will have more high profit things.
Start with their wealth. Don't bring them wealth.
Yes.
Don't try to bring wealth from outside.
Use the wealth. The data you have is the wealth. If you have all these data and just with small changes, this is the first biggest wealth you have that we will start with. He's insisting I give you
example. I want to show example. Give them example.
Okay.
No, I understood. We are having what you needed.
Yes.
We are having all this data.
Yes, okay. Now I'll tell you the example he wanted me to give.
Listen to this example. Maybe it will give you a good idea. We can give you, by the way, we are taking video. So can you just listen and take notes.
I'll give you an example. We visited one of the NGOs in North Bosnia. That it helped.
Bosnia.
North Bosnia. This was established in 90s when they had the war at that time. So they were trying to provide one meal every day for people who don't get food. So they were target that everyone will get at least one meal every day. When they were established in the 90s, of course, the number of population was smaller. They got fund and they used to give this.
They feed 300 families per day. About 3,000.
300, yes.
3,000 people per day.
Okay.
Give them one meal.
I see. Okay, so when they started to give them, then by the time this person used to come and get this meal, he got married or she got married, she got kids. So they used to come for him and his wife. Then for him, his wife and their kids. So after studying their case, after like 20 years of having this NGO, what it made, it didn't reduce the number of poor people, it increased the number of poor people. Because they used to come, he and his wife and his 2 kids, to come and get the free meal. Because that means that they inherited poverty rather than helping them to get out of poverty. What happened to this NGO? They got also stretched, they cannot get funds. They have now more people, they want the food, so they reject them because their capacity of getting the funds is only for limited number. So instead they increased the number of poor people and they didn't help. One of the main, in Bosnia, the main meal they get, it's the bread. It's the main
We have eaten their food so that we understand what
okay. So what they used to go, so most of the fund they got, it's to go and buy the food. we said instead, we've done two things with them. One thing, we worked with the cases as a case study. How do they do the case study? So when we've done the study, we said all these people who are youth, able to work, strong, they shouldn't get meat. We managed to cooperate them with other NGOs to make them a startup entrepreneurs. So instead of having 3,000, they're waiting less than 300 families coming every day. So a big number went out. But to make sure they didn't went out, we managed to push them to another NGOs that we have another project with them. People who have to stay here, I mean that you cannot, always there will be some poor people that will stay, and then you work with them in different. So women went to women NGOs, I mean they were categorized with different NGOs they were. Then we said, okay, most of your budget goes for bread, and you only get your fund to buy bread. Instead of this, being NGO that only spend, you should be non-profit organization. So why don't you do the bread? So we managed to buy them a machine. I mean, when we have very small automated machine for bread, very small one, the size of this cupboard that they, yes, that makes the bread. So and we told
Door
them,
size.
and the bread is not for poor people. They do it for two. So this room, instead of just having people, they made it like starting with a small bakery. So they sell some of the bread, and some of them they give it as a meal. So they start as an NGO to have an income. And because they had a land from the government before that they couldn't use, when the government saw that they are doing a real change, they got this land for them, and then now they are getting fund and they are building this bakery, a proper bakery to sell, and use some of it for them. But by consuming that, they are only going to deal with limited number according to a certain case study. Before they do a case study, they said you are poor or not poor. I am poor maybe in money, but I am healthy. So I am not poor if I am healthy. If I can work, I have no, my asset, it's not my money. Having a network, I'm knowing people, it's an asset. Having health is an asset. I mean, we work to make what's poor or not poor, and your asset we evaluate it in a different way and accordingly. So here where we change in the way they got the funds and the way they deal with the study, and then they know it.
We actually we are working on the same concept.
I'm sure, yes.
Actually, what you told us about Bosnia, we are working on the same pattern. Means we are on the same track. Means we are also looking after what these waste pickers can get as a business from that waste. Right? We once tried for polythene bags. Plastic bags. So in Malegaon, the plastic bags are processed, recycled, and pipes are made out of that. So we are trying that these women, they collect all plastic. So we can make like a cooperative society or such kind of thing for them, and they can collect all the plastic at a certain place, and we as a mediator, the recycling companies, we can connect them with them, and we can provide them all the plastic bags, so they can get more money. So we are working.
Here where we can help you. What
Just a minute. So we are working on the same thing. But what is happened that Maharashtra government has now taken a plastic ban. Plastic is banned in Maharashtra.
It's an opportunity.
Yes, so they are not getting now plastic because plastic is not allowed. There is directly 5,000 rupees fine if you bear plastic with you or any of the shops. So the basic waste they were getting is plastic. Other than that, they were not getting much waste. So we are working on the same pattern. Now about what you have seen there, we are making some vermicompost. So all the gardens, we are trying that we are getting apartments and bungalows, and which are having gardens and like that are big societies. So the waste collected there.
No strict collection.
So these women are collecting the waste from these places, and we are trying to utilize that waste there only, at that place only, so they can get some money. So we have given them training of gardening also. That if there is a big garden of any municipal corporation or any other society, housing society or any other thing, so we have given them the training of gardening. So we are working on the same track.
Yeah, but did you prove that's the idea? We are not assessing or trying to help you. We are trying to find opportunities. Did you improve their livelihood, as you said?
Yes,
Yeah,
some
how
of
much
them,
are they becoming out of poverty? That's our question. We want to work on cases where we can help you to show you how much we can bring them out of poverty, to be in the lower middle class. I'm not talking about middle class, lower middle class, okay, above poverty level. This is where I'm insisting that we work on something more organized.
ऐसा स्टडी किया है क्या आपने?
Yeah.
जैसे कि आज इनके फैमिली का
I think he's
ये
understandable.
इनकम इतना था, इनकम के बाद इतना इनकम हो गया, फिर उनका जो
So let me give you an example. Example, if I may. You said plastic pen. Actually, we are supporting this because all of us were environmental friendly. Okay, and to will be banned all India one day. Okay, but there is an opportunity because we can focus on something else. Second thing, by the way, the most important is that how much we can achieve. Still, we are maintaining their quality of life and health. So it can be more organized by specifically focusing only on specific issues. Like in the waste now, I know that I can't take anything, so I don't need to open a bag that have a waste. I already have a waste, very bad waste, but I focus on what? In taking something relevant to metal. Take something relevant to that. And I dress them with the dress code, hygiene. They'll be living, quality of life, and they feel this is a professional job. Okay, it's available everywhere. It's not only even Japan, Europe. They have this job. Okay, so this is more a dignity job. The pay will be higher because you are going to make higher from this waste because you're going to start negotiating because you have lots of people working on this job now. Okay, let's see organized job and the waste they are taking. They will not create a problem for the government. They are going to provide your own scrap. Okay.
So that's what I am trying to insist you.
Yes.
That we are doing the same work,
Right.
but we are not getting support that much we want. And if you are telling us that we will work in collaboration,
Yes.
so that will be beneficial for both.
Yes. But what do you mean by I'm not getting enough? I mean, today we can help you. First of all, in specifying the cases you have. Because by the way, it's all about people. At the end of the day, it's more than anything else. It's people. Okay, the type of people we are working with, their life status. Because we want to measure. We are scientific people. We go to the field, but we want to measure. Are we really improving their life? Okay, their profit margin. Because now we're going to train them. You're going to train them. We're going to train them. You're going to train them. Okay, is that how they pick? The way of picking itself. So that people start to respect them. Because people now they look at them with dignity. Oh, they are creating more waste for us. And they do and start mixing with the waste. Okay, but the way they pick up, the way they collect it, the way they put it together, and then we start to say, come to other partners. Okay, with our middle partners, or preferably, if you are strong enough, you go to directly to major partners. Like I was saying about the example of military, smelters and so on. That's by the way. And it's always a model. It's not a risk for you. Okay, we don't have any promises. We try our best to make success stories. That's
Right. That is not it. So that's what this. We are very glad that we are getting a support from people like you, because we are expecting this.
Yes.
Because as we talked earlier, that you are saying that we are fighting with them. We are actually not fighting with them. We are trying to insist them that you should give support, because we are
Just
working.
continue. Brother, I don't want to hear whatever you're doing with the brother Rajwal or Qatari. Vinay?
Vinay Qatari, yeah.
Vinay Qatari. Okay, let's continue. That's important. But there is something else we can do.
Right.
So let us focus on the area. You get from us the thing we can help you. We focus on bringing the intrinsic power always
Right.
of the organization, which is you. Okay, you have very strong intrinsic power. You have a wealth. You are now living in a wealth, which is the waste that is of value. The whole the world now is fighting for this waste. Okay, you remember before they used to try to push it to other countries, right? There was something like this a lot. Today, even chemical waste is required because they are recycling it. They know how to recycle it. Even oil waste, the oil of cars, waste oil, is now highly demanded.
Yes.
Okay, so lots of things now is changing because the technology is changing. Okay, the demand is changing, capacity of the world is changing, and the natural resources are becoming what? Less shrinking. So we are in a wealth area. Okay, we are very rich, and the more they feel they are rich, and they feel that their children started your organization, instead of just taking care of them, you start to show them how much you are social responsibility for their children.
Right.
And then they'll be specialized in waste management, but at a different level.
Right.
Okay? And always will not have standby. Always will have people who will start from waste picking, selective waste picking, but they'll go to this level, and they'll go to this level. The target is that how much we can push to be in this level. Okay? This is our measure. Whatever you're doing, you're fighting for the rise here. I'm talking about now, I just want to push them. Profit margin, as they are, how much they are living today, on average? Their income per month. How much?
We're getting about 300 rupees per day.
Per day. So 9,000 per
1.50 या तो 200-300.
That is
Depending upon the waste.
150 to 300.
Okay.
Getting between 150.
Okay, maximum 9,000. 5,000 is average, can we say? Or 6,000 is average, okay? So 6,000 is target. If we move them even to be as the average, the median, to be 9,000, that's a major achievement. I'm not talking now about to be lower middle class. This is the model we want to create. Okay? By being selective in management of waste. By creating, maybe as Dr. Dunya, the example she said, I wanted to sponsor a recycling machine. Okay? Through, of course, our profit. Because we are not a charity organization. We are an organization who like to invest in something that brings return for the community. Okay? That brings majorly. So let us define what type of machines we need. What type of machine, if we have it available, we can negotiate more with the mediators or with the companies.
Right.
Instead of now we give them raw material, we send them semi-finished material. Yesterday we were talking about same issue with the people who are planting pepper and so on. Okay, and Bosnia we go to places like this, they bring raspberries and so on, but this is sold, they take it to German and they bring it back to Germany, to Bosnia, and much higher price. And people are buying it because they don't do the semi-finished even, not even that. They give the raw material, so what do you expect? They will take it in Germany and sell it to you again back for a different way. So, what are the materials, as Dr. Dunya said, that we are having? How much their value? Which machines, if we bought today, we can start generating semi-finished, even not finished product.
So, I'd like to add something. I'd like to tell you something.
Okay.
So, the thing is Umber Link Road. So, it has been all under that only. The Umber Link Road that we are passing the day, like I told you, this is an industrial area. So, they are doing the same thing. They are collecting the waste. These people, they collect waste. The plastic bottles, each and everything, they are collecting over there. They sort it. Like accordingly, they sort it. Like what kind of material it is, like what color it is, they sort it accordingly. And they get paid for that. And they make product, like they cut it down. Like it's a chopper over there. And they make small pieces. And they send this material to Mumbai, to the factory owners or somewhat the other people. And they process it and make the different products out of it. Make different things out of big factories. So my idea is, why not directly go to these people that who are making the people who are in Bombay who are making these things. Why we are carrying these mediators? These mediators having more share than the people who are picking up the waste. That is the point. Like if these people who are picking up waste, they are earning 300 average rupees, but the people who are mediator, they are earning on the 300, they are earning 500. Like if they get all the money, they will be getting 800 rupees for that thing. That's my idea.
What he's trying to say,
Yeah.
waste picker, early morning they go from their home and they pick up the things, but they actually give it to
Sell it,
someone
yeah.
who actually again sells it.
So, yeah, they have 10 levels. I want to now.
If you have some idea.
I want to get the part to go to the 2 levels up instead of selling to sell someone else.
जैसे कि मैंने कलेक्ट किया ना, if I have collected my own waste, तो उसको मैं खुद प्रोजेक्ट
हाँ, सही।
Until you example,
Maybe
Bahrain is very
यहाँ पे
small
कर
country.
सकते हैं, फिर राशि में चुका
Until today,
अपना बात
our government.
नहीं आपण सतत बोल.
वो आपका बात झाली होती नाशिक में चुका कॉर्पोरेशन को बताने की
That is what he is trying to say. Let us reduce the influence of the government.
Yes.
Let us
Actually,
talk
opposite.
only. Let us talk only that.
Yeah. What we can do?
We will do it independently.
Yes. Yeah.
We said-
Let me give you a very good example. Then I will keep quiet. I promise. Government of Bahrain till today, this is them to do what we call it waste management system. Okay. So till today, every year they negotiate with companies and they tell them by millions. If you want to segregate waste, there is big companies. They come and they will take the trash and they start segregating the waste areas. Okay. And today I did a major project, government. Actually, we don't have a place to throw because now it's the capacity is reaching to the optimum. Okay, and we have many hygiene problems. People who's living in that area till today. Every minister he comes, he promises he will do something about it. I wanted to show the government is the power is not in their hand only. The power is in the hand of the people.
Yes.
Not the waste pickers, not the company, because they pay millions for the company who pick up the waste. We have organized the waste system, covered. But they take it to a general area, so they damn everything. The metal, with the aluminium, and so on. What we did, and they always say, Bahrainis, they are not ready. Same thing I will say here to you, and I will challenge you. Indians are not ready to segregate waste in their houses. Are they?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Okay, yes? How many say yes?
So they are
You say
not-
yes? We don't know. He's wrong, might be wrong, you might be wrong. We don't know, right? So we need to do a trial. Why? Because I want to give the waste picker the dignity. He will not take domestic waste. He will take a waste which is relevant to paper, waste relevant to aluminium or metal, okay, and waste relevant to domestic. The domestic waste, it is my job now, maybe, since I'm taking the other waste, okay, or maybe I agree with the government to take the totally domestic waste that doesn't have any plastics, doesn't have any, they will take it. They, food residues, related waste. But the other waste, I will take. But how I can take from a house directly? Because I'm gonna give them what? I will give them the dustbins, which are segregated. I tried this for a whole village of Bahrain. And really, I tried because I proved something to the government. They were debating on it. Okay? Actually, I brought the families to talk about their stories, and I put the stories and video and uploaded in the YouTube. You can see it on YouTube. Okay? The family, they say it didn't change us only. It changed our children. It became like for them like a game. They started to ensure that metal goes in metal, plastic goes in plastic, and so on. Then what we did, only from one road, it's one village, very small village. We're talking about 30 families. Okay? There is no more any rats in that area. Okay? The merchants who for the plastic they came and they did it and they sold it to Dubai in $30,000. I'm talking about a waste of 3 months old. Okay? And they showed them what are the byproducts of it. They made it, balls, the plastic balls, small balls, right? When they do these plastics. And they brought their children. They said our children, they used to be very annoying because they don't throw the rubbish. Now it became for them again, they want to throw it to the right bin. Okay? So you see how much you are changing? You are not even changing the picker's life. You are changing even the household life and the way we look at our families and so on. Okay. So this is the idea. Maybe even we can sponsor to do a model for the waste pickers. Instead they will collect the waste and segregate it. They will have the waste ready for them. And that's something that we can carry out. For example, even with middle class, we don't need to start with because the generation of middle class in India are very high. Very high. For that we see obesity, we see and so on. So they buy a lot. They are having now very strong high buying power. The more you are having buying power, the more you have waste. And the more you can benefit from it. Okay? So that's it. So we are going to sponsor such a project also. So to do a model for waste bins in households or even in companies. And this project taken to schools now. Okay? Dr. Dunya is using it for NGOs.
Yes. We have another, I'm a board member in an NGO of people with disability. Here we were thinking, but we were not thinking about waste and environment. We wanted everyone to think about children with disability because we are working in inclusion and integrating them. So, okay, always people think when I tell you, I go and talk to the students about people with disability, how we can help, they take from their money pocket, they give something and they forget. We wanted them to think every day about people with disability. So we start initiatives that everyone, we take from them the plastic, and from the plastic, recycled plastic, we buy a wheelchair for the people with disability, the advanced wheelchairs, the electronic ones. So we make competitions for schools and students that the best school will get certificate that if you put your plastic. Because it was related, you know, lots of schools, they started with their students, segregate waste, segregate plastic, they did it here. Because it was related to emotional things, because we take children with disability to their schools, because so that even in mosques we related it to having it for your good donation, so in mosques, in gatherings, and schools, they related with something else that they will have it in their life, so that now they started all to separate the plastic because they want to help the people with disability. Sometimes they related with people with disability more than environment. For us as an NGO, it was good. They all bring it in front of our NGO, and it's easier for us to negotiate with the company because when I take one plastic to sell for them one bag, they will take it very cheap. But I'm telling them, I'm guaranteeing you every month
2 times, 3
2
times.
times, 3 times. So you should give me good contract. I have contract with them. They pay us yearly. We buy these very expensive wheelchairs or any other equipment for people with disability. So for us, we made more than one thing. For us, we let everyone to think about people with disability. They now know what is their equipment, what are their needs, they are supporting it. We made the fun competitions for them. We serve the environment because of these plastics. We had income for our NGOs. So now we are not waiting for donation. We have right income and we can buy the equipment for the right people. So we hit more than things we're doing, and this is project more than 10 years that we are having it.
Now the other issue is that you will have the power to rate the organization they are collaborating with you. And this may be very interesting for Dr. Bosch. Schools that will give you more waste, because we call it, for example, waste pickers program and something like this, support program, which will put a board in each school or university or a hospital, the place where there is lots of flow. The more you have flow and they are organized, better at the beginning. Okay? Not only I work with household, okay? I will give them stars. You will give them stars. Okay? This is 4-star. This is a 5-star organization where they give us more waste and we can pick it in a clean way and so on, based on a criteria and so on. So that's an organized way. So the waste picker will not feel maybe even you pick the waste picker from certain area and you take them on an organized way, dress code, everything, hygiene and so on, you take them to that area to waste them. They feel now they are working for a company, even it's under NGO, okay? By that you start to do social work for them, for their schools, for their health status, every year check up because they are working with very dangerous hazardous items and so on, okay? Prevent them from injuries, Okay, and so on. So that's the idea we.
We are working on the same concept. Same concept. We have also provided our speakers with apples, mask, clothes. Our organization logo is printed on the apples. We have given them ID cards.
Right.
The ID cards are provided by our organization and government also. That is having health officer, NMC, the main health officer, NMC health officer signature on that. So, this is what you are telling us that one example that you tried in that village and the riots also stopped there. So here also police, local police used to harass them that you are thieves, you are stealing something from. But so we told our NMC that you must give them some identity. They are not thieves, they are not selling, they are not stealing anything. They are working for their livelihood. So we.
But are you having now a strong negotiation power with major hospitals, major schools, major universities?
No, we are on that way.
Okay.
That's what I am telling you. I am telling you that we are working on the same track,
path.
same path, but we are not getting that much support. So if you are interested in supporting us,
Yes.
So-
Supporting you by projects,
Yes,
not supporting
right.
you by yeah.
so
Let's define what you need. Then you don't know what you can do. What's your needs? Or let us see what are your projects. Whether you can see a visit, do a visit, or explain to us through photos.
see after talking with you, we got much more information
Yes.
than what we are working.
Yes.
Okay, so my point is that what you need here, that we will give you. But what are your ideas and what means basic concepts of how to work, how to plan,
Right.
and how to do.
Okay, can you show us by photos what you have? Or can we see something outside or somewhere?
Yes, we can
Okay.
see.
Yeah. Show us now what you do. And then we'll go back to our model ideas. Because we want to do a model review.
These are photos of trainings,
You can come.
health camps,
Remove the wire.
trainings, health camps,
Okay. So what you train
their
them?
meetings.
What you train them?
We have given them training of vermicomposting,
Okay.
how to make vermicompost. This is one of the vermicompost.
Okay.
Then we have given them training of gardening. That photo is not here. That is in our PC.
Okay.
These are just some specific.
Communication with NMC Commissioner,
NMC Commissioner Communication.
health camp in both places at the slum level at one hour.
This is the communication with NMC Commissioner regarding the
Municipal corporation.
Municipality.
Municipal
Municipality. Okay.
municipal.
Okay.
Corporate is the corporate.
We have given them like this ID card.
These are the ID cards that they are given, these speakers.
This is the logo of
Okay.
Nashik Municipal Corporation.
Okay.
This is the logo of our organization.
I've seen so much this logo. What's this logo?
Yes, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan.
Huh?
Swachh
Clean India, Clean India.
Clean India, Green
Mahatma
India.
Gandhi. It was celebrated.
Yeah, Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes.
Ah.
So we have provided these ID cards from NMC.
Okay.
So what we are telling you,
You did now, and I can make sure, and you are did the infrastructure. Let us help you to speed up creating
Right.
models.
Right.
Because the more you
Right.
make models,
Right.
the more you can have a negotiation power
Right.
with the municipality, with the factories, and so on. That's maybe our job.
Right.
That's what we can help you
Right.
also.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So let me give you anything else you want to show us, or that's it. That's all.
Yes, we can see if you are.
Okay, we can see your products later, right?
Yeah.
Let us agree on two small projects. Okay. First project is this dustbin issue. Okay. But I want you to go or through us if you want. You can arrange through schools or universities that we put our dustbins or your dustbins, whatever your logo, in collaboration with Prof here. Okay. These dustbins will be the source for your waste.
Right.
Okay, and you'll be this organized. But they are not. I didn't see dress code. What is your dress code?
No. These are not photos of
But they have a dress code. They dress.
Yes, they
The
use
green
it
one?
when working.
Yes, they are using.
they use while
Okay,
working.
okay. We want to see them. Any
dress code of
picture?
Seva.
Yes,
Please.
yes, yes.
Complete health and safety. Complete health and safety. Dress code. We will
Yes,
start
yes,
with
yes.
the
Yeah, it was
group.
marks.
Even if we start.
Mask, apron are there.
Yes.
टांगलेले बघ मधल्या रूम मध्ये
Because with this group that I'm talking about, let me finish.
काय
Okay. With this, let's say model, maybe 2-3 schools. We're going to tell these schools we're going to even give you a rating. Okay, based on calibration. Like Dr. Dunya was talking about for disabilities, we can apply it directly for waste pickers and so on. This families, which is about, let's say, will take about 10 to 20 families that is working on this. Okay, these families we can work with them and seeing their social life, socio-economy, because we are socio-economy. Okay, this is the one you are talking about.
Yes. These are the aprons.
Yeah.
These are the aprons.
Right.
They are wearing while working.
Right. But still, women will dress it over the sari.
Yes, dress it over the sari.
Yeah, but this is not hygiene.
Huh?
This is not hygiene if she's still wearing it over the
The
sari.
hands, for example.
Yes.
The sari itself will go into the waist area, isn't it?
Oh, yes, but
This is again a
No, no,
kind of
इनका कहना है कि जो साड़ी के ऊपर वो डालते हैं ना, लेकिन वो साड़ी पहन के फिर वो बाकी समय रहता है ना।
हाँ, नहीं वो
Yani,
तो
I'm sure if you measure them infectious diseases, they will have, okay, some of them are strong, they get used to that. But I'm sure they have infectious diseases and they don't know. Okay? So let's also make sure and we take a project.
Complete dress मतलब त्यांचा म्हणणं काय?
Yeah.
Complete dress.
so
This is great. By the way, we're not undermining what you are doing.
what was possible
This
for
is much
us
excellent.
That is what is.
Yes, yes.
that we have done.
Excellent,
until
excellent.
now.
Agreed, 100%.
This is not given by any government.
Yes.
Or this is
Yes.
not given by anyone.
So let's give them applause for this. Really, this is something we appreciate.
Means though we are a non-profit organization,
Yes.
but we are giving them
Okay,
these things from our pocket.
right. And they are using. Oh, you are
Yes,
sure?
they are
You
using.
always.
They are using always while working.
They are
And
giving-
we are
giving
making
two-
also here.
2 or 1.
We are
And
making
we have also given them training to make these aprons.
Okay.
So what they need, they are sewing here only.
Okay.
We have brought a cloth
Right.
and they are cutting and stitching it here only for
Okay.
themselves only.
That's it.
Underline the
Nice. Okay. So let's go back. One project should be relevant to a major organization. Okay, and measure out the waste and as I said, also. Okay, and then
Clothes we are providing them.
Right.
This is the mask.
Yes.
It's
Clothes.
cotton.
Yeah, cotton. Yeah.
So they can wash.
Cotton reusable.
Yeah. Okay.
आपले
It
त्याचं
will also
बंडल आहे
be washed in
ना
Dettol.
बनवलेचं
Yeah.
बंडल
That
आहे
also
It will
it
go,
is
yes.
usable.
Yes.
ना ड्रेस बनवलेत ना शिवलेत ना महिलांनी
So
ते आण ना तो बंडल का
let's go back again. So we're talking about 2 issues. Okay. Let's see now what is our wealth as an organization of the waste, as Dr. Dunya was saying. That will be working on segregation. We call it this type of work. We call it moving from estimation to forecasting to intelligence level. So now we are in estimation level, means we don't know how much your waste, different waste. Okay. You know that you are bringing, as you said, the composite. Right? This is you are strong. It seems you are strong in composite. But this composite is not the high end. It doesn't bring us enough profit margin to help them. We want to see what are the high end we can invest. So this is something we need to work on database. Segregation within. Okay. Second issue, we'll start a life model in a hotel or a hospital or a university or a big school. If this is successful, we can then generalize it in more schools. Then we'll go to domestic. Even I don't want to start with domestic. Can we agree on that? 2 projects, very specific, and we can measure our performance. Let's agree. We can celebrate 1 year from today or after 6 months. We are going to do a forum anyway. So I'm not gonna run away. I'm not gonna speak and run away. Okay. I am a man. I want to do a complete model from A to Z. Okay. So let's agree on these 2 projects after approval of Dr. Ghosh and this team. and let's start. Okay? Because the field will teach us lots of things. We'll know the obstacles, we'll know things we don't know, you'll know things we don't know, but all the problems we're going to face, they are the problems of opportunities for both of us. They are the problems that we thought we cannot do, but because of our collaboration, because we see it from different perspectives, each one has his own experience, okay, we're going to solve it, I promise you. Okay? Later, even we can bring for you a special waste management. I have one of the most popular professor of waste management. And she worked with us, very collaborative in that area. By the way, she published many papers on that issue. And how she changed her country because of what we call it self-sufficiency program. Okay? Because now even this is a program that's spreading all over the world. The word is called self-sufficiency. Okay. So 2 programs. Waste bins, we're going to sponsor, we're going to distribute. You're going to do this, buy the scrap, you tell us how much the scrap bin, the big bin, not the small one, the one they're going to, the students going to throw into that area. And waste bins, which we're going to distribute in collaboration with the university. Or first of all, we'll try to let the university help us, they buy it. If they're not, then we'll put some money. Okay? So we shouldn't give people anything free. Even universities, sometimes they can buy.
Yes,
Okay?
and sometimes, sorry, I'm cutting you.
Yeah.
In some countries, what they've done, they take the big pen as is. You only put one plastic to divide, and you put 2 pictures in it. So here you put paper, and here you put plastic. Even without, even in our hotel, the pen, it's only one big one. You go in Europe, it's the same. They only have one plastic divider in the middle. Here, if I take this one inside this, like divider here. And then I know here it's for plastic.
You can
here
develop
for
your own. I
paper.
send you many projects.
So
Our projects.
sometimes you don't need to go and buy the big container. You only buy the logos and the divider.
Or you might, by the way, every time you learn, and we show you the projects, how much they learn. They start with certain bins, then they develop the bins themselves.
Yes, and then
Instead of buying a bin and it cost you a lot, you start to go, you do it, you design it at the workshop, and they started to do it. So that it reduces the cost. But in the beginning, maybe we need to buy. Okay? Just to shortcut the issue. Okay? But for sure, you'll be also maybe tomorrow you'll be a waste bin designers, which is a big business. So this is, I think, the proposed 2 projects. Okay? And let's show us more so that we can be prepared when we come back. What will happen in the future? I hope, okay, what goes well, is that we are planning to do a forum. This forum under the leadership of our Professor Ghosh and youth. We're going to bring youth to collaborate with you.
Right.
The youth, and instead of you doing social studies, you're going to push them, go study this family, go study this family. Because all of them, they have social workers and so on, they are studying, no? So let them do some work, field work.
Right.
So use the power of everybody, okay, to give you the power to negotiate and to continue your dream, inshallah, that you raise up the quality of life of these people, so that they see their children, they became graduates, they became people who knows how to deal with waste even, okay, because they see their families how much they develop themselves. Anything else, or shall we conclude?
इनको दिखाने का प्रोजेक्ट
Can you show us something physical? Yes, show us. What you are trying to say here?
So explain.
What are you trying to say, sir?
This is, means you can see that types of areas. You were demanded the rehabilitation. Means what government was planning to rehabilitate the slums, but they were rehabilitating them 15-20 kilometers out of the city.
Right.
Now what was our demand? That you rehabilitate them at the same place where they are living right now.
Right.
Because if they are going
Outside, they will not get any waste.
Alternative value
right.
Again, let's give him applause. I mean,
So that is all done by Mr. Rajpal.
yes.
And he has worked very much on that.
Mashallah.
And 4 to 5 slums, they are rehabilitated at the same place.
Right.
Same place. They have given.
I think you did all the services they need maybe now or started. But we want to now help you to develop them, not growing them.
Okay.
म्हणजे त्यांचं जो म्हणणं आहे ना फॅमिलीचं ग्रोथ व्हायला पाहिजे
Yes.
आणि
Family level, family level.
आता पॅरेंट्स कधी शाळामध्ये गेले
Like
नाही
it's become a family business.
चिल्ड्रन जायला पाहिजे.
So waste,
आपलं तेच
by the way,
म्हणणं.
now it is like a shame work. But tomorrow it will be like a family business. Micro start. Yeah.
See, this news is about Amrapali is a slum nearby.
Right.
So we have given them training of paper bag making,
Okay.
and they have created such artistic bags that the bags got demand from Paris,
Right.
and that year the bags were exported to
My
Paris.
friend, now the high demand of many people, most of people, they did what we call it social innovation or social development, business or social for profit. I was telling Prof something like that. Europe, high demand on that, especially Europe. The buying power of Europe, focus on that issue. They like to see a story behind each product they buy. Okay? They don't want to buy any product, but they like to buy a carpet that was made from people working in the slums, by their hand, organic something like this. Okay? We
You
change
buy the
many-
story,
We
we
change
find-
many stories that made people livelihood different because of this, and we solve many problems by this idea and this technique. But you have to take care of the packaging, of the
Branding,
collaborating with the
marketing,
making a website for that. Okay, that's the idea. This is where our power. Okay, this is where we can work on this. Yes.
It is one social radio, community radio program. One year the West speaker are speaking with community. These also many pictures of community radio.
Okay.
Vishwas.
Okay. So even the car and so on can be rebranded.
West speaker are speaking on radio.
Radio.
Radio. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So they are reaching with their voice.
Yes.
They are focusing on the
Yeah.
political power. Yes.
Yes.
These are the small bits. These are landfill of Nashik.
But the problem, you need to measure this. How much their life has improved. And this is where we can help you.
Yes.
To measure their now voice power for sure, or negotiation power have improved, right?
Right.
But you don't have data. We need to measure this by data. Okay.
उसके लिए हम यूथ फोरम फॉर्म कर रखे हैं
Programs
So explain to us.
organize then after alternative livelihood, then after SAT establishment, and adolescent and child groups. Groups are start. This is a started in local Katra काम करते हैं.
Okay.
So best speaker.
And who is this man?
This is Baba.
Baba.
He's a big man and.
Social worker. Baba Amte, you must
Social
know
worker.
him.
Yeah.
He's the one who sponsored this?
No.
Ah.
He is one of the greatest
Greatest
social
social
workers in
worker of
India.
India. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
He's the work with leprosy
And this is the picture of their life, how they live now.
This is for
homeless of
homeless
Maharashtra.
Okay. Homeless and they work as waste pickers.
No.
Domestic workers. And now next project we will start with homeless and.
Okay, this also I wanted this, but let us start now with waste pickers. And you're homeless also. We always see this issue. We can do lots of projects for homeless. Different.
Because before 2 months, Nashik Municipal Corporation Commissioner of Police arrested to the homeless people
Yes.
and combing operation.
Okay.
And then after this family withdraw from father in another district, mother is another district, the daughter is also another district, rehabilitation.
Can you explain to me about your filing system?
Membership details.
These are membership details.
Okay, you have some
Every
details.
staff, yes.
Okay, تعال تخلي حد يبدأ عندك.
Every slum.
Yeah.
This is the Shalini More. Her address of the slum, then after her age, mobile number, nationality, then after which community belongs she, education, then after monthly income,
yearly income.
yearly or monthly income, then after
This
how
monthly
many-
or yearly income?
This yearly.
yearly,
Yearly.
or this
Information
Family.
of all the
All
family.
family members.
Family members.
Family.
Their
How many depend on her? Do you know? how many dependents she carry? Yani how many? Her husband must be working.
She's
their children-
responsible of how many people?
How many people?
Her children.
She or
Only
her
children.
husband?
Yeah, she will pay for her family.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this
Her husband
this
also,
number.
Her husband is also working.
Working West Speaker.
Yes.
Okay.
So around average they are.
No, husband is not waste speaker.
Not waste
Okay.
They are working on daily wages.
Daily wage. Okay.
Daily,
Okay.
unorganized sector. These also, all slums are
All slums. These are all let off all the
All are
slums.
sorted according
Then
to
after
this.
communication of government and other documents here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what did you, Prof. Kosh, to hear?
We are,
What you are asking, so
we
that-
was told na SHG.
Yeah.
It's
This is the way we start usually. We're going to ask the field, ask
this,
these questions so that we can better. Yeah.
this is the monthly installment of 100 rupees. SHG self help group ka.
Okay.
हाँ,
100 rupees you give for
100 rupees per month.
per month. Okay.
Savings of the this
These are kind of saving groups
Savings.
created by
Yes.
these people.
Yes.
like-
Yes.
now government declared a 1 lakh rupee loan
For them.
Yes.
Okay. For each what?
SHG. Self-help.
SHG.
SAG.
Whole group.
Oh, group. Okay.
So one group is of how many?
Or we are collect all documents.
Some of them they know how to write and read.
11.
Many of them know how to write and read.
12.
No,
Yes.
like these people,
हाँ.
मतलब ये लोगों ने खुद से नाम लिखा है, उनको लिखना पढ़ना आता है.
No, नहीं हम उनको
They are
मदद
actually illiterate. You must see the thumb impression.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, but some of them are signing.
Yeah,
Yes.
Only
some of them are signing, some of
Sign,
them are
yes.
like giving the thumb impression because they are
Yes,
illiterate.
so they are mixture.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here where we say in data we can segregate people
Segregate.
Yes.
who know
But,
education, who don't know
already-
education,
Yes, yes,
who are healthy, not healthy, has been working, not working. I
Right,
mean,
right.
here when we segregate the data, it will make a richer data.
Right.
The correlation
Call it,
between data.
codification first. Yeah. Okay.
So, sir, according to you, like, what is the qualifications like of the most of like 4th, 5th, 6th average?
Basically, those who are educated, they are 4th, 7th or maximum 10th.
Do you have yours working with you? Yours. From university, do you have people, volunteers? Volunteers, do they have volunteer of yours from university or something, or how many people in this organization?
No, they have their own group.
How much?
Yes, it is.
How many?
तुमच्या NGO मध्ये किती member आहे?
नहीं वी आर आपले 7 लोक एस्टॅब्लिशमेंट त्यावेळेस आहे. परंतु आता वर्किंगला 4 लोकांचा स्टाफ आहे. विनासोबत आमचं.
Let me explain that maybe.
म्हणजे they have 4 people.
4 people, many. But yours, do they have yours or something?
No, actually working. 4 people are actually working.
Name.
No, you are
No,
full time.
not employees,
This is our project
volunteer.
funded by
Volunteer.
European Union.
Yes.
Securing rights and sustainable livelihood. West Speaker के लिए.
Okay.
Yeah.
What they help you? They help you by money or what?
Yeah, money. These 2 mobilizer or 1 documentation person.
What they bought for you? What
No,
they bought?
funding means they are only giving our payments
Yes.
of the staff. Is they are paying
For you guys, huh?
for
But they didn't
organizer.
buy for you, for example, machine. Right? Did they buy for you machines?
No.
Only for covering
Funding
the
the-
NGO. The
They
NGO.
have 4 people.
Yeah,
4
paid,
staff.
paid by.
So they are making.
So they are working full time to expand it to do something.
That's something we notice always in most of NGOs all over the world. The staff will carry most of the weight,
Yes.
while they can use lots of things around them in the community. Many people they are looking to give back. Whether Indians they are rich, or middle class, or students they want to learn of life. Okay, like we were saying, school of life. This is
Or
it.
even if you go and make contact with social work students, where they have to do placements,
Yes.
because they
Yes.
have to work for
So you have
one.
lots of power around you, but you have to utilize it. Don't keep everything in your head.
Shoulder.
Otherwise, you cannot codify, classify things. You know, that's the idea.
Actually, students of College of Social Work are coming here for internship
Yes.
for 1 month. Then after 1 month or 2
Okay.
months, whatever the time slot
So
they are
anyway, we
given.
need to improve, as I told you now, the second project is improving the forms, improving the codification of the cases, so that we can build up the next project. We have one project going to start now, right?
Yes.
That's pens and so on. Second project, so that we decide also what type of machine we want.
Okay.
so that we'll have more negotiation power and more profit. Okay, that's the idea. So we may say I will do what we call it semi-finished product. Okay, very important. Now you are buying, selling raw material. Now it does not bring you money.
I will tell you one thing.
Yes.
3 months before,
Yes.
I think 3 months, the Future Group. Future Group, you must be knowing Future Group of Big Bazaar and all. Future Group approached our organization that they are having HDP and PET bottles and they wanted to recycle that in huge quantity. But that,
You don't have the recycling machine.
yes,
Yeah.
that idea not worked. So, means what you
Yeah,
are.
but now we don't know. We don't want ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not working for ideas. We are scientific people. We measure things.
Yeah.
Then we, as I told you, we take something, okay, very small niche, that we make from it major change.
Right.
What is it? We don't know. Let's be very humble. Even with your experience, you don't know. Lots of information we are asking now. So let us see how much the weight is are wasted, from this waste, the type of waste we are getting, and what type of waste we need to focus on more. What type of waste will bring us more money if we make it semi-finished? That's where I need to answer this question before I make commitment for the other project. Okay? Agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else here? Show us?
Because daughter and their heirs, legal heirs also, na?
Right. You showed us this, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and so we are having tailoring here.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else you want to show us?
Vermiculture.
The composites of the composites, it's done here or it's done in the field? In the field. Alright? The composites are done here or in the field?
Huh? They here.
They do here.
We do it here.
They collect
Yes.
it and they-
We collect the dry waste from gardens and all there,
Right.
and we process it here and convert it into this vermicompost and compost.
Yes. This is, by the way, very good. You are but again, how much it will bring us? Reality.
Yes.
And you want like this bag, how much you can sell it?
Now we are planning a nursery
Yes.
from that only.
Yeah.
You can see.
Yeah.
Sample on
Continue doing that. I'm not good here. But continue doing that. That's good. That's a project you start, you continue. Let us do another project. This is a project which is nice. Nursery, are you selling it? Where you are selling this?
No. We are just planning to start.
Okay.
We are not selling right now.
Okay.
So
But
whenever
let us also, Prof. Ghosh, start to see where we can sell it. I put in it a story. You know what I mean, a story? That this is supporting women, this family who have these children, this is their life. And we will try to sell it. I'm not sure we have here hypermarkets. What's the name of the hypermarkets? We want to put a story, a label on it. So people, when they buy it, they are not buying the plant itself. They are buying the story. You got me, brother? They are buying the story, not the plant. Okay? I would like now to buy, if you have a story, but you don't have a story now. You have a general issue. You are like another company.
लोक येतात स्टोरी बाय करतात
And we will again work collaboration with hypermarkets. That we have a store. We are not. We cannot compete with normal companies who sell this. Okay.
So now companies that they don't have a story, they start, for example, to put logo of fair trade. That we pay our, and people buy it more if it says fair trade. Hadi. Another company puts something environmental. You have a story, you have something more than this to tell.
We call it goodwill value. Your value is more than the other companies, the big companies. But this is where we can compete with them. Otherwise, we can't compete with them. Okay. But again, give him applause. He's trying. They are trying their best from nothing, and that's great. Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I wish that we can see with you, even in the car, if we can, see the waste pickers. Can you show us now? Today? Waste pickers.
तुम्ही जो प्रोजेक्ट केले ना ते तुम्ही प्रोजेक्ट कोणासाठी केले आणि त्यांचा फीडबॅक काय
बरोबर.
म्हणजे त्यांच्या लाईफ मध्ये काय चेंजेस आहेत आपण जो काम करतो ना त्यामध्ये ऍक्च्युअली जो इम्पॅक्ट बोलतो ना इम्पॅक्ट त्यांच्यामध्ये काय बदल झाला
ते स्वतःच सांगतील तुम्हाला.
ते सगळे इंटरव्ह्यू देत होतात.
Once you visit there, you can interview.
You can interact with them.
Yeah.
You can
But now
interact
we
with
need
them.
now to measure them in different ways. So this is what Dr. Dunya is saying.
Yes.
So that
now
you
we
can-
need your forms.
The
Your
forms,
empty form.
the data.
Where is our sister? What's your name again?
Charushila.
Sheila. I'll ask you Sheila. Okay. Sheila is very popular name. Okay. So Sheila, Sister Sheila, we want from you the forms and the way you are filling it. Okay. And then we, Dr. Dunya will start to correspond with you through our friends
So
here.
you want
About
empty form?
their form.
Okay.
The one empty form, so we know what type of data.
Electronic, they can send
And
you
if you have an annual
Yes, we
report
can-
or
we
something
will
with that also, we can see it.
Do you have annual report? Do you generate annual report?
Yes.
Yes.
Can we have it in English?
Not the annual report that you give for government,
Yeah, English.
the annual report that you build in it, so you put your plans.
We will
Okay.
mail
Yeah.
every documents.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just made it. We'll carry forward and process.
See, we are promising too many things in this visit, so don't miss us.
No, see.
I mean, you follow us, follow them, because we are doing. We want to do something.
See,
Okay.
Your vision is very broad.
Okay.
I must say your vision is very broad.
Okay.
What we told you, what we showed you, is that was our capability.
Excellent.
Because-
and
because-
really, by the
I
way,
want to write.
this is something you are highly appreciated.
Because we are doing all these things from our pockets.
Yes. Yes. And your time.
Yes. And ours is not profit organization.
True.
Means if we give some work for a day to a rag picker woman,
Yes.
we are not getting anything from them. We are just trying to increase their
Income.
rate of living. What that is we are trying.
Yes.
She is directly getting money from the person who is employing her.
Yes.
So that may be a household, that may be a company, or
Right.
that may be a hospital. We are only working to mediate them because they cannot reach until that.
Right. But now it will be different.
Yes, so that will be
The model we talk about,
I think
she will negotiate with the hospital. You negotiate with the hospital.
You are a facilitator for them, no?
Yes.
Where she did not have the access, it is because of you, now they have access.
Yes.
Now whatever the waste material is collected by them, we must give a platform where they can process and generate more income.
Okay.
And that will definitely help.
And let's try
their
with a
family.
model. Only I'm asking a model, a hospital or a big university or something. Let's start with a simple thing, okay? And select 10 families that's relevant to this business. That's all, okay? Then we can grow the model and so on, okay? And we bring for you more student volunteers. They study instead of keeping the pressure on all of you, okay? So use them also.
Just do a favor for us.
Yes, sir.
That what you want, you just if you
We'll write it down, for sure.
Huh?
Prof, write official letter
So that will
from
be,
and representing all of us. I cannot write you, external organization.
No, I
But through them, they will write you a summary of what we agreed, and these are the points, the 2 projects, and then what, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
so that we can respond to you.
You
That
need
will
1, 2,
be-
3, 4. What you want to do?
That will be easy for us.
Yes, sure.
So we'll meet and.
That's an agreement, gentleman agreement, not woman agreement.
Because women agreements always must done. Men agreements.
Very feminist.
So they want you to write your experience about this.
Okay. Is there any time with you?
You.
Yeah, today.
لا لا he was
No.
So, sir,
ठीक है घेतलं
Thank you.
Yeah, no need, you can take a photo later.
خلاص just close it.
You are very happy to be received by you guys. Where are they? Okay. We are very happy to be received by and explained with your great work as SIVA, a great team really. You are doing a great job. I'm sure lots of countries they need such an organization, not only India. We are looking for stronger future collaboration through our host partner BRDF. hoping this collaboration would improve the quality of life of waste pickers, not only in Nashik, but hopefully to make a model for all India. So let's make this pledge together. Hopefully that we make a difference, inshallah. Okay? All the best, inshallah. Maybe we write a date. Today is 4th?
Third.
Third?
Third of
3rd of October.
Of 2000. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's start the work from today. Collaborate, please.
So
All
we
the
need a
cases.
photo.
We'll get the photo with the banner.
Done with now?